Hi, my name is Jennifer Hare, and I'm a sixth grade teacher at Jackson Elementary, and I've been teaching math, the fun Eureka style math. And this is a little lesson I did using Explain Everything, and I can't remember what lesson it was, but it's talking about partitive division. Okay, and so this is just a nice little example of what I did with the app Explain Everything. A partitive interpretation. So we've got 3/4 divided by 2/5. That means we're going to ask 2/5 of what number is 3/4? So 2/5 of what number is 3/4? Well, and you can see that I kind of took the lazy man's way. And I just took pictures of my book. Sometimes I do actually draw models of my Explain Everything, but this happened to be just the easier way to do it at this point. And the kids were going to be doing division stories the lesson after this, so they needed to be able to hear what partitive division sounded like. So that's basically what I did. Now, the thing about the flipped classroom that you have to be careful with is you always have to be walking around and monitoring your kids. You need to make sure that they're actually taking notes on what you're doing. That's why it's kind of better, actually, to draw it, because, let me just play it again. Either way, we know that we have 5 groups, and that we're going to shade 2 of those groups, because 2/5 is 3/4 of what number, and that's why we have 3/4 represented by 2 parts. So when you actually draw your model in Explain Everything, it gives the kids a chance to draw along with you. And I have some special ed kids that super love using different colors. Like if I use a pink on that, 3/4 is something of is what of 3/4 is 3/8 of what number. So when you actually draw it, the kids can actually draw along with you. Now, the first thing you want to check it for is that kids are following along. The second thing you want to check for is you want to stop in with your kids who are, you think not the high kids, but you want to stop in with your high kids, because sometimes they're skipping steps because they think they know more. And they don't realize that this is really going to be important. For example, when they're doing their own division stories, they're going to need to be able to hear that language, and it's not about just solving the problem. So your really high kids think it's just about solving the problem.
Yeah.
And then your kids who are lower or struggling, you need to make sure that they actually understand what they're doing. So stopping them and asking them some questions about what they're doing is really helpful. And if I find that too many of my really needy kids and even my higher kids are not understanding, I'll even stop the Explain Everything, and we'll come together as a class and we'll do a couple together, and I find that clears up any misconceptions, because I can address those misconceptions right then, and that helps. And so that's how I've been doing Explain Everything.